Well, both of you take turns saying what was going right for you on offense.
Okay. I think our pace tonight was very well. So as we got a rebound, we kind of pushed the ball instead of just getting into offensive running. I think we ran very well tonight, and I think that created for a lot of our open shots.
Okay.
Yeah, going off Emma, I think we just moved the ball really well today, I feel like, and that allowed us to get open shots as well as attack them. We kind of came into the game knowing that they couldn't really guard us, so we worked on that at practice and attacked them. Yeah.
Anna, did you notice you scored your team's first 10 points?
Not really, no. I was just...
In the zone?
Yeah, I didn't even know that at all, I'm not going to lie.
You just now learned that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you were hitting, and then when things slowed down for you, whether they guarded you closer or whatever, then Natalia picked up the pace, but it wasn't like they held you down or anything. To me, it looks like your team has a lot of more potential than last year because you two were hot, and Deljené was doing playing a good playmaker role today, and some other people didn't score as much as other times in the past. But if you get everybody clicking at the same time, I think you could surprise some people in the Missouri Valley Conference. What do you think about that?
I mean, I agree. I feel like Coach K always tells us, anyone can be hot any day. So, for example, okay, we were hot today, and maybe next game we might not be, and then someone else will be. So then they'll pick it up from us, and then we might play more of a playmaker role, defense, whatever it is, steals, and just getting steals. So I feel like we just have that depth, and we have a lot more height this year too, so it just really helps on matches.
Okay.
Yeah, so just go ahead and talk about that depth. That's something that I noticed last year as the team was coming on. That's one area where we kind of struggled a little bit, was the bench wasn't as deep as we needed it to be. This year, just from watching practice, from seeing you guys out there on the courts, it can be anyone's game. Everyone has stepped up, especially when they've gotten on the courts. How is that just having more bodies translated to being able to get things going this year?
I feel like it's harder to guard the more people you have. So, one game I might not play as much, and then Bella or Ella or Lonnie or any of those, they might come in and play, and it's just a different kind of matchup. So I feel like everyone on the team brings something different to the game. I don't think anybody on the team is the same at all in their style of play and how we play. And I think everyone can contribute something different, which makes it a lot harder to guard, but then also we have a lot more fresh legs. Because last season, that was a big key point, and then also all the traveling we did in the month of, was it February? Yeah. So I think in all those aspects, I think that's it's a great benefit.
Yeah, I agree with fresh legs. But I also feel like a lot less pressure on people. We don't have to be we have to score today, or this person has to do this. If this person doesn't do anything, then we're gonna lose, type of thing. I feel like this year it's just sort of like what Anna said, anyone can do anything, and I feel like we just have every single person in our team has so many different skills, and everyone is different in their own way. So I feel like matchups wise, there might be a bigger team, we have to go big, or it might be 3-point guards on the same floor, and he's not going to put out a big guard to guard a little point guard. So we just have that depth to really match up with a lot more people this year.
Yeah, one of the things that I've noticed too is just the transition from last year to this year, particularly for both of you, just in this game, the confidence is there. Last year, it would seem if a shot didn't fall, not necessarily that the confidence was gone, but this year, you kind of mentioned it, the depth. Someone's always there to pick you up and get it going again, which, has to be a good feeling, knowing that, okay, I missed that shot, but we got the rebound, we're going to go back, play defense, something along those lines. I'll get another opportunity. How has that translated just so far? And, we're seeing the results, but how has that translated just on the court this season?
I think, even during practice, there's, not any teammate or any coach that sort of looks at us and be like, wow, just shoot that, or don't shoot that, you can't shoot the ball, or you can't do this, you can't do that. And I know, I can speak on me, I'm sure Anna's similar too, but, I always thought about myself as a 3-point shooter, and then when I came in with this coaching staff, they were like, no, you can do 3-point shooting. So it makes me have a lot of confidence, and I'm a big confident kid. If someone's confident in
also like the same thing she said. Our coaches and our team like are really like there, and they have a lot of like belief in us. No,
Believe.
belief in us, like to like knock down shots and shoot certain shots, and like not pertain it in like a selfish way, like because they have so much confidence in us. So I think that's what like keeps us going.
With the offense, I mean, also comes the defense. This is one of probably the best defensive efforts that I've seen from the team, minus the Sycamore Showcase, but we're not going to go into that aspect right now. But this is one of the most complete defensive efforts that I've seen the team put together, especially this early in the season. How does it feel just going through practice, getting into kind of the defensive rhythm, which is one of Coach K's calling cards, but getting into the defensive rhythm, and how is that going to translate moving forward?
I'm gonna be truthful. I never liked defense before Coach K came here, and then now because he emphasizes it so much, I actually enjoy playing defense. And the thing with us is just like we want to get steals, we want to have a fast game. So I feel like we practice that so much in practice that it translates right to the game.
I feel like defense is what keeps. It's like I don't know. I feel like I get more hype playing defense than offense sometimes, just because when teams look clueless and scared and everything coming down the court, that's like the best feeling in the world to a basketball player. And I think like the different defenses we have will really like confuse other teams and like put us in different spots to get those